Reddit users, please share your stories about what is the one thing you do every Saturday that you will never get bored of. Sleeping in no alarm clock. Waking up at my normal time of 4 a.m. and enjoying a completely silent morning of nothing to do but whatever I want. Then hitting the gym when it's nice and empty while everyone else is sleeping. Makes for the absolute best day. Edit, can use these comments as a poll. Seems only 4% of Reddit users who visited this post get up early and the rest sleep in LMAO. For 14 years I played pool with my dad at our local. As he got on in life we wouldn't play as many games, but each week we'd bond over the table and a few beers. Lost him in November. Absolutely broken, but hell did we have something special. Edit, grateful for the support, all. When it happened, a mate who had lost his mom a few months prior warned me that it'll really sting after a few weeks and people get on with their lives around you. Not that they shouldn't, but it can leave you feeling a little isolated with the grief and all that comes with it. He wasn't far off, but I knew it had come. Didn't think I'd wake up to 100 messages of support, stories, and completely awful but definitely up my alley Deadpool jokes. Brought a bit of light today. Thanks. I'll listen to a new album whilst pottering around in the morning. Every Saturday without fail, something new, something old, something recommended. Discovered some really good bands this way. Every Saturday morning I wake up around 7 a.m. and have a coffee with my boyfriend. Then I go pick up my best friend and we drive to our favorite breakfast place from our uni days, and we have the same thing every time. I have a BLT with extra bacon and poutine home fries. She has a breakfast special with over easy eggs, white toast, and extra bacon. Unlimited coffee refills. We talk about our week, vent our problems to each other, and joke about random shit. When we're done, we go out to the grocery store and we do our groceries. If we have any other errands to run we do them together, sometimes driving all over town. Then I take her back home. Her boyfriend always comes down from their apartment to chat and help her bring up the groceries. Then I go home and spend the rest of the day with my family. We've been doing that every Saturday for almost 3 years, and I look forward to it every week. Edit. Okay, so I went out with her today and didn't check Reddit until just now after I dropped her off, and can I just say that y'all have me tearing up in the IKEA cafeteria. She had lunch plans, so I'm doing the rest of errands on my own, cause wow, I was not expecting such a reaction. Thanks for all the replies and cherish your friends. Make time for them if you can, and don't take anything for granted. Having our weekly ritual has done loads for my mental health in what have been some of the darkest years of my life, so I can't stress how important she is to me. Scheduled social visits are honestly so underrated. When I was in college, my friends and I hung out whenever we felt like it, but now as we get older we see less and less of each other. I haven't seen some of them in 6 months. The spontaneous 2 a.m. Waffle House hangouts disappeared as we each got busier and more tired. Then I started working with my boss who's 77 and has a group of friends that he refers to as the dinner club. They get together every Taco Tuesday and Friday night. He asked me to tag along a few times, and suddenly it became an unwritten expectation that I would go every week. I'm so grateful because I have learned that sometimes if you value people you absolutely have to make time to see them. Once it's written on the schedule, you start to look forward to that special time each week instead of just never feeling up to going out and wanting to strip down to pajamas as soon as you get home. Another woman I know gets lunch with her sort of daughter-in-law one Saturday every month, and since I walk her dog every Saturday she often asks me to tag along. It's just such a nice way to make sure people you love don't fall off the face of the earth. I go visit my dad every Saturday morning for coffee and conversation. I look forward to it because I know it's not forever. Taking my son, 7, out into the countryside, to a field in the middle of nowhere, to play for his grassroots footy team and braving some truly awful winter conditions to watch them play. My husband used to do it, but he died last year, and it was one of the things I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to do enthusiastically once we lost him, but I couldn't have been more wrong. Regardless of how hideous the weather is, the matches are always a great show. Seeing young kids really trying to play their best game and watching them grow in skills and being good sports with encouraging their teammates and the opposition is so heartwarming and reaffirms my faith in mankind if I'm feeling blue. I've never walked away from match without a heart full of love and positivity. Those amazing feelings are well worth the early starts and standing freezing by the sideline in the driving wind and rain, not to mention dealing with the almighty mud show in the car afterwards. Charcuterie board date night with my husband. We choose a different theme for the food every week, have some drinks and watch movies or documentaries after our 4Y.0 is in bed. Always look forward to it after a long week. I have spa Saturday. I do stuff like deep condition my hair, use tooth whitener, face mask, trim my nails, etc. Stuff you don't do every day. It takes me about an hour to an hour and a half to complete my list, and I feel great for the rest of the week. Have takeaways for lunch and dinner. Saturdays are my days off. 10 kilometers runs, whether outside or on the treadmill. Lost over 17 kilograms since I've implemented that rule in my life and started running, and it made my mind so tough that I recommend to anybody that need to lose some extra weight. Mushrooms. Kind of a funny answer, but also, it genuinely puts me in such a good mood. When I've properly blasted off, I dance, do jigsaw puzzles, sit on the floor for 2 hours, play with my cats and give them treats, and write in my journal. It's a great time. Not a damn thing. I work Monday through Friday. Exercise almost daily, including routine jogs. I follow a rather strict diet, eating the same thing every day. Saturdays are a day for nothingness. I sleep in. Sometimes I'll snack a little bit or grab a quick meal from a restaurant. I just lay in bed and dead scroll Reddit, play a video game, or lounge around. It is a day to be as lazy as possible and ignore all responsibility. Self-care is important, and I think a day of rest like this is just as healthy as the exercise I put in on the other days. Saturday mornings are always my favorite time of the week. I look forward to waking up to the sound of birds chirping outside my window, knowing that I have the whole day ahead of me to do whatever I want. One of my favorite things to do on a Saturday is to make myself a delicious breakfast. I love taking the time to prepare a hearty meal, savoring each bite as I enjoy the flavors and aromas. After breakfast, I spend some time getting lost in a good book. I love the feeling of being transported to another world, losing myself in the characters and their stories. As the day goes on, I might head outside for a walk or a bike ride. I love exploring my neighborhood and discovering new hidden gems. I often bring my camera with me, capturing beautiful images of the scenery around me. In the afternoon, I might indulge in a favorite hobby, like painting or playing music. I love the feeling of creativity and self-expression, letting my mind wander and my hands create. And in the evening, I might curl up on the couch with a good movie or TV show. I love the feeling of relaxation, letting myself get lost in the storyline and forgetting about the stresses of the week. As the night draws to a close, I reflect on the day and feel a sense of contentment. I had spent the day doing things I loved, and I can't wait to do it all again next Saturday. I like to do this crazy let's cram a week of chores into a few hours of free time on Saturday, where I basically run my ass off getting everything done so I can relax on Sunday. Rinse and repeat. It's actually fun accomplishing / satisfying to do all my chores this way. Pretty much every Saturday morning me and the GF go to garage sale or estate sales. We hope to find treasure, but we also just enjoy the adventure of it. We are wild like that. Put on my wife's clothes and walk around the house while she is gone for the morning. Friends, thank you for watching. Please share your stories below in the comments and see you on the next videos. Have a good day.